Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our first look at Call of Duty World War 2 multiplayer. I've been playing around with this for a little while now. It's always the difficult thing to do is to just figure out all the different maps. This is Flag Tower when we're getting in late. You got to figure out all the maps and all the guns and your setup and etc. So it takes quite a while just to get yourself with the setup you like. So I've been playing around for a while. We'll hop on and play a couple of games. On this particular day though, I must admit I wasn't having a great day, and I'm doing alright in this game. It's probably one of the first multiplayers that I've played that I'm not sure whether I like it or not, but we'll persist. We'll persist. I think Sledgehammer games are improving. The game's improving, and so it is growing on me at this point. And you know, it's always a lot of fun to get on and just relax and play for a couple hours. Oop, got me. As I've said before, and if you haven't watched me before, I don't profess to be the best COD player in the world. I never will be. And I'm a bit older, so my reactions are a wee bit slow. I'm not quite a tortoise shit. I'm slow reactions, so I have to adopt a certain style of play. And you know, it's a little bit more strategic. Sometimes I'll sit and wait like this, sometimes I'll rush forward. The one thing, if you haven't played Call of Duty before or you're just getting into it, is that as soon as you become predictable, they'll figure you out. So there we go, got shot in the back. And so you've always got to try and just kind of vary up your gameplay. Sometimes you got to be patient and wait for people to come to you. Other times you can rush. And I must admit, and I've been playing for a couple of years now. Only a couple of years, which I know. I've got about 10 different Call of Duty games now. 10 or 11, something like that. Of those 10, I've probably played 8 multiplayers in the last 2 years. And I must admit, in the last 6-7 months, I've adapted. I'm actually seem to be getting better. My playstyle has actually changed quite a bit in the last 6 or 7 months, and I think that just comes with confidence. Once you get a bit of confidence, if you can get up the ladder, it would be good. But once you get a bit of confidence, you figure out how the game works, what works for you, what doesn't work, and what setup and type of gun you like, all that kind of stuff. It helps a lot, and that takes many hours, many hours. So if there's anything you'd like to ask me about Call of Duty, I will endeavour, especially the multiplayer, I'll endeavour to answer it for you. So yeah, he's coming this way. Sometimes with that kind of stuff, you just gotta wait. Oh, that's a teammate. But yeah, this one's different. We've had 3 years of advanced movement, and now we're back on boots on the ground. Call of Duty, which is kind of where it all started from, and I don't mind it. It's a lot slower. I actually hopped on Black Ops 3 the other day, and it was like I was on turbo boost compared to playing this. Guy up to my right that I didn't spot. And like I said, with a lot of the new games, figuring out the lanes, figuring out the choke points, which part of the map is busier than others, all this kind of stuff takes a lot of time. Figuring out the gun that works for you, because everybody's a little bit different and they have preferences. Ouch. Now you see, I saw him coming towards me, so he might be coming down this lane. There he is, see? So you always got to be paying attention. I'm much more of a strategic player, and at this point I'm really just trying different things and different setups, different areas to see whether I can find choke points. And one of the things that did take me a long time to realise is that it's okay to get killed in this game. It's absolutely fine. If you can get a couple of kills in a row, couple of times, then you're good. Your KD will be fine. And this is actually one of the first Call of Duties where I've actually been trying all kinds of different game modes. You would have seen the other week I was on Prop Hunt. I love Prop Hunt. A lot of fun. You got to learn the spawns too. This is one thing that happens, that especially on this map, that the spawns are so narrow that they can. Ooh, ouch! I was trying to get away from that. The spawns are so narrow that you don't have to push up very far, and they can spawn behind you. And that's again, you got to constantly be watching your mini map. And probably should have shot him. You got to be constantly watching the mini map, see where your other team is, and be aware of how the spawns work in this game. Lots and lots to learn when you get a new COD. Always lots and lots to learn. Every game's a little bit different. There's 3 different developers, so they all have their own little nuances and how they like to build the game. But we do all right in the first couple of games here, and then everything goes downhill. And the next video I'll show you is kind of the end of this day, where I've been playing for quite a while, negative, and then suddenly I started going positive again and having some good games. So it's all right. Thomas 2990 with the final kill cam, and this time they've put in the kill of the day, or the kill of the game, into your final kill cam. So I'm on my other account, 10 and 8. Not great, but it's all right. I've just hopped on. I haven't warmed up. First game of the day. I'll take that. So the thing that I'm finding with this game is, I guess the coming for Black Ops 3, which is probably one of my favourite Call of Duty games as far as certainly the advanced movement. It's the best one, in my opinion. And you know, most of the multiplayers that I've played have been boots on the ground, and so coming for some of those games like Ghosts and Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and that kind of stuff, I don't know. The gun balance seems to be a bit off, and there's a few things that just seem to be off in this game a little bit. And what I'm finding, hello, hey, let's all jump up and down together. This is what you can do to relieve the boredom. I don't know, the gun balancing in this game's a bit off. The consistency of your gun is a bit off. Some days you can just absolutely shred with a particular gun, and you go use it the next day and it's off. I don't know why. Have a grenade. It's really weird, and you know. It could be me too, but I know I've spoke to a number of people that are finding the same thing. It could be simply server, your connection to the server. It could be a number of things, but it's weird. And now I use probably 2 or 3 guns in this game only. PPSH, which is what I'm using at the moment. STG. Ooh. Copping a couple of deaths here. I need to pick up my game. STG, and then couple of guns for longer range on some of the bigger maps. But I don't know. Whoa, that's 3 deaths in a row. I'm not doing well here. Sometimes with when you're playing, it does take a while just to figure out what the other team is doing, where they're coming from, how they're playing. There you go, get turned on, son. There you go. And that's always part of the kind of what you've got to figure out. How the other team's playing. Are they going to push you? Which lanes they're coming through? Chuck that grenade out. There you go. Hold that for me. There you go, we pushed them. Cool. Now we're starting to get into a rhythm. Oh, well, we were. Ouch. As I said, it's just one of those days, and I'm finding that a lot. I don't know why. I just can't get a level of consistency in this game. And no excuses. I'm not the best COD player in the world. Never will be, and it's no excuses. I mean, it's the same way every Call of Duty that you ever play. It's the same. See, I'm going to change my gun now here because this is just not working for me. And that's one thing that you need to realise sometimes, that things that will just not go your way, and changing the gun can help, especially depending on the map. Ouch. Okay, so we got the STG. We're not doing well. Let's see if this is going to make a difference. Here, hold that grenade for me. So yeah, there you go. Oh. Like I said, this was kind of the start of the whole day. It wasn't a good session, and some days are like that. You just got to cop it on the chin. Nothing you can do. Try different things. There you go. Sometimes your aim's off. Sometimes it's I don't know. Oh. Back to the PP by the looks of it. And it's funny because I've been playing free-for-all. I had a game a little while ago where I was playing free-for-all, going fantastically in the first half of the game, and then all of a sudden something happened. I don't know what happened. You know, I was like 9-0. Something happened, and all of a sudden, you know, I was just dropping kill after kill. Anyway. It's like playing golf, I guess. It's just one of those frustrations that you have to deal with.
Recon the air bomb.
It's part of the game. I'm not gonna sit here and whinge and carry on. It's just part of the game, and you just cop it in the chin. I think one of the big things with Call of Duty is that you got to just stay calm, stay fairly calm, and just cop whatever and keep playing. Come on, come on. There you go. And you can see here I've slowed down a little bit, and I'm starting to pick up some kills. So, somebody up behind me, and sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes you're just playing a little bit too quickly, and some days I can rush, and I can just destroy people. Other days I'll just get destroyed. So, where are you? Go. Like I say, don't be scared to get killed. I used to get really upset because I was getting killed and I wasn't moving forward. It's all part of the game. It's just be confident. As long as you can get a couple of multi-kills, a couple ones or twos in a row, and you'll be fine. Somebody down there, hold that for me. I'm going to go round. And so I'm still figuring this map out. There we go, there's somebody. Oh, I don't hate that. Now, it looks as though I went really badly in that game, but actually surprised at the number that end up. I only dropped one kill and I end up third, so you can't complain at that, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I hope if you've got any questions, like I said, please leave them below. Thanks for watching. A like's always appreciated, and we'll catch you next time on the channel. See ya.